Am I still muted? Missed the whole intro. Missed the whole intro. I said, what's up, guys? Welcome back. If you don't know what my intro is by now, well, I don't know what we're doing here. But yeah, what I was saying is we're going to break into a little Russell's Reserve store pick. This is a Russell's Reserve private barrel selection. It's not a 10-year age, which is disappointing, but it's a 9-year age. But compared to the 10-year age, it does have an extra like 10 proof points, I believe. What's this one? Yeah, actually 110. No, it has an extra 20 proof points. So what I was saying, it's not our normal stream day, right? But everybody got a little mad that I didn't go live yesterday after the Panthers game. We were devastated. I also said that you guys were going to be talking about me being late today. The kid had a blowout. We just kind of like took a peek and said, all right, and we let the wife handle it. So let's check the chat. You guys are going crazy already. Said bro lied. Hey, sometimes. Tater says cheers, and then he tells me I'm muted, no audio. And Cat says I think he sounds better like this. Probably so. I was doing a new mime session, you know. He says we can hear you now. He says, what are you, the spirit guy now, Tater? Can you hear me now? Oh, Sprint. How about now? Good. That's funny. Yeah, that Panthers loss yesterday was brutal. I couldn't even understand what was happening. Meow me now? Meow. All right, to go over this one a little bit. So I figured just to do this one on a live. It's no reason to have like a real official review because everybody's bottle is going to be different. So what's the point? Didn't think about that. I just wanted to buy this one just because. But I do see from a lot of like the bourbon hunting videos that I've watched, like you can see this label out there. So I don't know if there's just been a new release of Russell's store picks, kind of just floating everywhere. I don't know if it's their time of the month or what's happening, but that's what's happening so far. Let me turn that up. But this one was distilled on, excuse me, 10/25/2013, which also would make this like an 11-year, or this would be a 10-year technically. It said stored in oak barrels for 9 years, dumped on February 13th, 2023, bottled March 2nd, 2023, and then barrel number 22-0515. Warehouse A, floor 3. Selected by Tattoos and Scars. So, if anybody knows who Tattoo and Scars are, let me know. I think it's a local group here in Jacksonville, to be honest. But you never know. Maybe it's somebody important. I just don't know them. I mean, to be honest, it kind of just smells like normal Russells. You can definitely tell there's higher proof, though, than 10-year. But if you didn't tell me that this wasn't a 10-year, and I didn't have Russells before, I probably wouldn't know. Okay, that's better than the 10-year. There's so much flavor in that. I was like, I got to pull it off to try it. Do a little side-by-side comparison. So, that's what we're doing today. We already changed it up. We went from review. Ooh, that's what I need to break another Glen, you know? It's like I don't have enough. So, yeah, we'll compare the store pick to the 10-year. See how it goes. See which one you should pick up. This one's obviously cheaper than this one. This one, I believe, was like 70-ish bucks, $65, something like that. I don't recall. My phone's going off like crazy, guys. So, That's what we're gonna do. Let me pour that up. I'm dying here. I gotta know. That camera is freaking out, ain't it? That 20 extra points there is massive difference. Can you guys even see the difference in the color? It's not really going to focus, but yeah, let's scoot it over to this one. Well, really, I should have it like this, but okay, get the store picks. Fuck the 10-year. 10-year is good, right? It's definitely up there for me. But that extra 20 proof points is worth the extra $20. You're basically paying $1 per proof point if it's at $70. The 10-year part, I mean, you don't know the difference. It's basically 10 years because it's been on the shelf for a year, it looks like. So, I'm here for it all. Bonnie Voice, he says, can't afford to break a Glen. Only got the one. I mean, I broke a few. I've gone through a couple boxes. I think I'm down to like 4 or 5 now. I feel like I take them into the kitchen and I always lose them. So they just get ate up from the cause. But yeah, the Russell's store pick here. You see, it says single barrel, non-chilled, filtered, Kentucky straight bourbon, blah blah blah, 55%. I mean, they almost look the same, except for this label is all connected versus the other one's got the like half wrap and a little sticker on top. This one has no bag. It says bottled by Wild Turkey Distilling. I don't know. Solid stuff, regardless. Let me turn this back on. Get a little jams going. I feel like it's loud. There we go. Well then, we're working on it. Bro, I got a few comments saying people did not like the hangout streams. They said they didn't like it. I told them, too bad. It tastes like candy, bro. Tuxedo says, I'm about to drop some good boy mood shit on y'all. Or mod shit. Good boy mod shit on y'all. All right, what are you going to do? What? You don't need to hold down on the screen to bring up the like screen. Just tap the top under the name. What? Just tap the top under the name? I don't think I can like my own stream, so. I said, suck it, Lopez. Tuxedo, I don't even know how to do it, so maybe I'm doing it wrong. Said Christ. He says, "What's up? What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Little Wednesday night, Wednesday night, whatever you want to call it, hangout session. Little, I miss earlier in this week, so we're just kind of making up for it." He said I gave a like. I mean, I couldn't even figure out how to like my own stream, but I appreciate it. We got the mods in the chat trying to teach us how. So. And Tuxedo, by the way, I mean, I'll give you props if it was right, but I will say you missed a little something. Where's my freaking thing? If you go into the description, you know how like YouTube doesn't want to give me the watch hours for everything? I actually did the math on what I've been like kind of scraped by. Over 500, 600 watch hours have not been accounted for. I'm just saying YouTube's got to step their shit up because something's fucking happening here. That's besides the point. But obviously, because we're waiting to get monetized, and I can't do the super chats and stuff like that, so I went and created my own. So there is a link in the description. If you guys want to do super chats or donate or anything like that, feel free. No pressure if not, because I don't like it's not the end of the world. But that link is there, so YouTube can suck it. And their watch hours. Bonnie Wussy says just chilling. Christ says Tuxedo Cat doing well. I wonder if the wife popped in. Where is that one? Yeah, let me. Christ says very cool. Dad Gang hat is dope. Not dad yet. I have not yet entered through the rite of passage. I just became a dad like we'll just call it 3 months ago. It'll be 3 months in like 4 or 5 days, 6 days. So I got a bunch of them. I got every color hat you could possibly think of at this point. It's how I did the gender reveal because we didn't know the gender until he was born. So like all her family was out in the waiting room, and so I walked out and I had to pick up either the girl hat or the guy hat. So it was cool. But they actually fit really well. We have an affiliate link in the description as well, when that time comes for you, obviously. Said nice man. That's funny. Here, while I get this going, I'm gonna pull up the bottle so you can see it super close. Right, so this obviously here. This is 10-year, right? Everybody should know what this is. Fairly easy to pick up at almost any liquor store. And the single barrel, the one that I picked up, looks like this, right? From what I've seen, this is what all the single barrels. I said cereal. Bro, the fat kid in me just came out. You heard that? That's funny. This is what all the single barrels, I'm guessing, is looking like, at least this round. So they have the front, they say private barrel selection, blah, blah, blah. The gold pops on them. And then they have like the back, right? And the back is where it kind of tells you all the details. And here, this part is what tells you who basically was picked by. So, Chris said, hey, they say real men make boys first. My whole family only makes boys, so like we were expecting it was going to be boy. We just liked the surprise of not knowing. There was a moment there we thought it was a girl, and I was just like, oh god, no, he looks identical to me, beard and all. No, I'm just kidding. My wife just pulled out my baby pictures and obviously compared him to him. We look the exact same. Money Rosie says, I'm waiting to become a dad, then I'll buy a Dad Gang hat. Haven't even dated once, so might be a while. Well, it's a newer company, so by the time that you're a dad, then they're going to have so many new hats, and they probably won't run out of stock, then you'll be good to go. But maybe try, like, plenty of fish or tender or something. I don't know. Tuxu says, won't we click the link right now? I don't know if it's a live thing, like the issue with the call-in link, but just FYI. I think that, like, you know how to like the stream, but you don't know how to pull up the description. That part's weird to me. I see what you're saying, though. I do think it's a live thing. Right? It's got to be, because I can look at it from my side. I don't know why, but he's like, nice to know that your forefathers are passing on the secret of how to make boys first. We're just doing our part, you know? Bonding Over Whiskey says, cap on the Russell's 10 availability. I've seen one bottle before. I could buy it. Someone picked it up. I mean, you come to Florida, they're everywhere. I got mine like on sale. I don't remember what I got it for, but like, I know it was significantly under what MSRP is apparently, because everybody kept telling me I was a liar, and I'm like, no, here's the receipt. It was one of the first bottles I like picked up. Christ says, subscribe, appreciate it, bro. But it's everywhere here, and not a lot of people buy Russells. But they have the Russells at the store I went to. They had like 15 bottles just collecting dust. They also had the Russells 6-year rye. Thought about picking that one up, I didn't. And then they had a whole pallet of that. So thanks for the support, Christ. Hey, Tuxedo is like, I'm affiliated. I'm here. Christ says, I'll look into the drink. I'm just reviewing stuff. Having a good time. She's like, I assume you have my charger? Yes. Bonnie says, not driving 19 hours for Russell's 10 man. I just have to go to the city. Hate the city. Well, your city doesn't have me in there, so I don't know what you want me to say. I mean, they have a bunch of stuff there. It's not just the Russell. They got a bunch of stuff. So if like you want to stock up, it's a good spot. But like they don't have like some like the most basic stuff, but they have like stuff everybody's been asking for. Tear Down says, just hold your thumb over the Call Me Old Fashioned Beard, wait for the screen to pop up, touch the description in the middle of the page. What? I don't even know if that's real. Tater with his rents. It says, just hold your thumb over the... Oh, wow. Okay, that's a good one. You guys teaching me shit too. The Reels thing is all new. So the more people know, the more they know. Bonnie Royce says, what has been your most disappointing bottle so far? Questions for everybody. Yeah, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on that too. You guys, I already kind of talked about mine, but I love talking shit about this bottle. So, because there's some people that like this bottle for some weird reason. Mine is going to be the Whistle Pig single barrel Alfa Romeo F1 G-Force finished. You see how fancy that sounds? It sounds like it's going to be delicious, right? All the fancy words they put out, they charge you a lot of money for it to be just like unsweetened black tea and lychee, and in not a good way. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I haven't even, you can see how much I've drank out of it. That one video, I've never touched it since. It looks cool though. Like the little carbon fiber look. That's kind of cool. And it's cool, kind of cool to say it's a G-Force finished bottle, but beyond that, like I'm not gonna drink that. Besides that, it's got to be the Caribou Crossing. That one is, I see people posting that bottle, Being like, look what I picked up, and I go, you sucker. Excuse me, anybody who likes whistle pig is going to hell. I heard so many good things about it, and everybody was just like, you gotta try it. So I walked in and I saw that G-Force finish, and I was like, oh, I can make a video with this. A little G-Force, a little spacesuit. You know what I mean? Like something. Bonnie Wizzy says, I have not seen anyone buy Whistle Pig. Maybe nobody's buying it, and everybody's just kind of punked me. He says, my most disappointing bottle has been the 1792 Bottled in Bond. I mean, the 1792 small batch I have, it's not the best, right? I know some people like it, and it has good flavor, but it gives me like a dry mouth at the end, which is like, I don't know, the strangest thing to me. So that's why I don't like it. But I hear Foolproof is awesome. Tuxedo says, yeah, everyone is playing a joke, LOL. Then when you do buy it, they say you've been porked. That's a good one. That's a good one. You just got porked, son. No, nobody said they were pranking me. It's just, I don't know. It's just not good. Bonnie says, I could get a store pick Foolproof for $55, but man, after my experience, I am a wuss on the Bourbon products. Yeah, so that's the same thing that happened to me with the ryes, right? I had a couple bad, not good ryes, and I was like, who drinks rye? This is ridiculous, right? It just pushed me away. Because also you think, like, you spent however much money on the bottle of a Bond. If you go spend $55, you're now gonna damn near double the amount of money you put into 1792 for it to suck if you don't like it. So, I mean, I'm there with you. I'd say buy some other stuff first and then kind of circle back, because maybe your palate will evolve more to liking it then, even if you wouldn't like it now. And obviously, like Eric's the one that tells me for the 1792, like if you don't like it now, just put it on your shelf and try it again in 6 months. Go get a Russell store pick instead. I got to figure out how to do like store picks and stuff like that, like get my own barrel and stuff. Because I really just want to go in there and try and be able to pick the barrels I like. Like I'll have to eat the bill, obviously, but be able to pick my own barrel, that'd be kind of cool. Tuxedo Cat, if I turned into a call-in show, you want to call in? You driving? Sounded like somebody else was here. Daniel says, hey again. Mark Duffy in the chat says, all my 1792 tastes better after being open for a week. I think Mark was one of the ones that said it as well, that 1792, for some reason, ages better after you've opened the bottle. I don't know, weird, right? But it's what a lot of people say. And I will say the second time I drank 1792 was better than the first time. The first time I was just not a fan. Lexi says, nah, it's too early to call in. So EH said, she's like, the reason why Tuxedo called in was because it was like 5 o'clock in the morning and everybody had a little buzz going. Mark says, just picked up another 1792 bottle of Bond today. I am almost done with it when I'm gonna open another bottle of Bond. I have a Ben Holiday, And E.H. Taylor small batch. Got to get the holiday first though. Oh, got the holiday first though. I mean, I would say I don't think I've only had pours of holiday. I don't have my own bottle. Like my buddy has some, but I don't know. I like E.H. Taylor, so yeah. Danielle, you're a curse. I don't even want to. I don't want to chat with you. God, bro, the Panthers is just killing me, bro. Did you know the Panthers was created? The team was created the same day I was. On my birthday, the team became an actual team. And both of us have won our entire lives for a championship. We're one game away and we're shit in the bed. Say, come on, Cat, we need to see the Bills outfit again. No, if he's not wearing Panthers gear, we don't want it. Bills. Who wears Bills to a Miami person's stream, you know? I hate her. I'll have Patriots next time. I can't remember who was oh wait, that was the Colts. Specs. Blankenship. Blankenship's always my was. He's not, I don't even think he's playing anymore. He was always my kicker in fantasy simply because he's like, I'm here. I can't remember what he said. Whatever. I don't even think it's appropriate to say on here. Bonnie Whiskey says the holiday is a bad one though. 6-year majority from floor 2 max floor 5, I think, with 14%. Daniel said my bad. What's funny is that the night that Danielle came in, I had somehow my stream got into like Canada somehow, and I apparently have a bunch of people from Canada now watching. Weird. Maybe it was the Panther thing. That's probably what it was. Yeah, I figured it out. Crack the case, boys. Moses says, my wife doesn't want me to drink anymore. How'd you take it when you left her? I'm kidding. I mean, I don't know how to say that. Sorry for your loss. You tell her we don't want that kind of negative energy around us. Bonnie Whiskey says it was the Caribou and the Travelers reviews that got you the Canadian viewers. I don't think so. Those videos didn't really get much views at all because nobody cares about Canadian whiskey. Mark says neither does mine. I'm talking about his wife. He says, but my girlfriend doesn't care. Hey, Mark over here saying I got that dog in me. That's funny. Hopefully she took everything but the kitchen sink and the bourbon cabinet. Yeah, if she takes the bourbon cabinet, then you have a bigger issue. I tell the wife all the time, I was like, if I was ever like to storm out and leave, it would take me like 2 days. Like it took me, I don't know how long to get all these bottles off the shelf just so I can add the shelves on. The new bottom row down here. Like it took me an hour to get all the bottles off, away from this spot, put the shelves on, maybe another 30 minutes to put everything back. And I even forgot the dust, which is ridiculous. Filthy. Mark said, woof, woof. He says now she's a single mom. There she goes. Now, ask her now who's gonna be the one drinking. I mean, I think it's allowed. They haven't emailed me about it or nothing. Maybe I can't see all the comments. Because like, some of this doesn't make any sense. George. Bonnie says she'll be drinking her Shutter Homes alone from now on. Praise it. My wife brought home a bottle of wine and it had a purple top. I thought she got me a Willet purple top for a minute, and I was like, picking up bottles? And she's like, yeah, it's wine. Tim says, how much is a bottle? I mean, I guess it depends on your area, but if you're talking about the Russells, so Russells, I don't know how much the 10 years anymore. The store pick is, I believe, like 70-ish, 70, 75, somewhere in there. Yeah, everybody's asking what bottle. I think he's talking about the ones on the camera, if I had to ask. I believe I picked this up for like 45, 50 bucks, or a little bit under. And then this is only like $20 more. But what I was saying is it's got to be worth it, because this is 90 proof, this is 110 proof. If you're paying $1 per extra proof point, it's 100% worth it. She's like, gotcha. Mark says the white label's around 40. Okay, I probably picked up for like 35 then. It's been over. Does it even say what year this is on here? I mean, it's over a year. Bonnie says 10-year jumps around 50 around me. I know, I think it went up, but like when I got mine, I know it was super cheap. And then I did some kind of like review or something on it, or a short, and everybody got pissed that I said it was like super cheap because that's what I paid for it. They're like, you can't buy it for that. Why are you lying? I put it in my best under 50, and they lost their mind. Jefferson says, love your hat, appreciate it. It's not my company or nothing, but the Dad Gang hats are really good. If you're a dad, there's a link in the description. I think you'll have to copy and paste it. I don't think it's clickable on the live stream for some reason. You can go to any of my other videos. You can go get yourself one. You get 15% off as well if you want them. Tim says, can you send it to Germany? I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling any bottles. I'm just drinking it. Timmer. Germany. Mm-hmm.
Will it taste the same?
Vodka should have no taste.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm getting the fans. They're breaking into the house and asking me alcohol questions at this point, guys. Sorry. No autographs right now, guys. Sorry. No, it's the wife. She asked me if she had Tito's is basically gone, and then drinking on a Wednesday. Shouldn't she be live? Yeah, it's. What do I gotta do? Edit another video? Tell her? Yeah, Tuxedo Cat, I think you're shooting well above like what we actually buy for wine. Like we buy either like St. Augustine Distiller or St. Augustine Winery, or we buy like Barefoot or something. Like cheap shit. He's like, damn, we missed her. Bonnie says Germany has the best beer. Be happy with that. Don't be trying to take our good stuff. Sheldon says 8:35, my boy. I know, that's why I'm live now. I don't want to go live at the exact same time as you. I'll just be live. And then I'm going to put his live stream on my bottom right here, and I'm just going to bootleg it. I mean, if I remember, I mean, she'll be in here. She'll see the comment eventually. But if she's feeling crazy, wants to get like fancy. Bonnie says vodka can have flavor. Difference between what is made from potatoes, rice. Yeah, I know, but like what we have, there's no difference. He says, damn it. Okay, I'll bring it. Bring a few when I visit. Speaking of when we get together. I mean, you can come down whenever you want if that's what you want to do. I'll look up when Miami's gonna have to beat the Bills next. How about that? I can't even pull up the internet. What's happening here? See what Miami's schedule looks like. Is it 2024? Right? Yeah. September 12th. September 12th. Yeah, and I also wasn't talking about like the flavored vodkas. That's different. But we have a bottle that was sent in from Shady Mile, a bottle of vodka, like ambush vodka is what it's called, or something like that. But it's the exact same thing as Tito's. She hasn't broke into like flavored vodka yet. We haven't. I feel like that might be a little too dangerous for her. She'll just start slamming those things. Yeah, like that doesn't count. It adds flavors. Mark said, "Go Bucks." Mark, no, no. It's about the Dolphins. He's like, I'll go back to my corner. It's funny. Tuxedo says, I'm praying we split with the Dolphins. Please don't let us get swept. I hope we take our home game. To be honest, Miami never plays good against the Bills. We always lose against Bills. Don't know why. We just somehow just shit the bed. But without Stephon Diggs and you guys like replacing him with like Chase Claypool, like, come on. Mark says, born in Clearwater, got a root for my Bucks, Bolts, and Rays. I was born in Miami, so all of the above, or all of the below in that scenario. Dolphins, Marlins, Panthers, Miami Heat. Is it because y'all stink? Bro, we'll be on a burner too. Like, boo, Lightning can suck it. I wanted to be a Lightnings fan for like a split second because I wanted a team with a different color than red, because all the Miami teams are just red. The Marlins weren't for a minute. They had that teal going, which was clean, but then they changed it to red. Black and red. So Mark says, the wife's a Fins fan, so I get it. Interesting in the house. You guys, I don't think we play that often. Austin says, "Sir, are you drunk?" No, not even the closest. Are you? Should I be? Is that where we're going here? Austin said, "Fuck the Blazers." Yeah, the Blazers kind of fucked us. Mike A, what's up, man? Holden and I'm think he's trying to get me. No, we're just doing a little hangout stream. I pulled out one of the he's like, yes, sir. Pulled out one of the Russell store picks. I was just kind of trying to side by side with the 10-year age. The store pick's always the way to go to, is what we were coming down to here. This one's picked by Tattoo and Scars, if anybody knows who that is. I don't, but Austin says no, but I have a good buzz. I mean, if it was a race, you'd be winning. Austin says, love from Texas, by the way. Texas, everybody here is from Texas, apparently. Besides me. Bonnie Rose, he said, Austin, I already sent the love. I already did that. It's my job. He's like originally from Oregon. I hate Oregon. I've never been. I actually do want to go though. I think it'd be cool to kind of see the scenic part of it, but I don't plan on moving there anytime soon. Mark says this asshole's from North Carolina. I love North Carolina. I'll move to North Carolina eventually. It's just a matter of when. Mr. Mom 310 in the house says, I'm from Oklahoma, but I'm a native Texan. See? Tuxedo says, Eugene gang. I've never been to Oklahoma either. Oklahoma, to me, is going to be one of those states that I like go to the edge of and just drive in enough to get like a magnet to say I've been, and then I drive right back out. There's no reason for me to go to Oklahoma, I don't think. He said, get out of here, Yankee. Everybody got to stick up their butt? I mean, I can expect that from, Portland fans, so. Mark says, left Southwest Florida for North Carolina in 2014, never looked back. I mean, did we live together? Did we live by each other? Austin says, I live in Tyler, Texas. Okay, well, actually, I've been to Tyler. My mom lives in like the Kilgore area, if you know where that is. It's close to Tyler. I had to drive to Tyler because that's where the only Chick-fil-A was. I don't like Texas for that reason. I don't not like Texas. Don't let me say that. I just didn't like that area because nothing's out there. Bonnie for Whiskey says, before moving to North Carolina, gotta try Balfour. Get an idea if their whiskey's worth your palate. I only want to move to North Carolina for the mountains. I think that would be cool. The whiskey, I can drive anywhere for that. Strat back in the chat says, I'm back from my trip to Massachusetts. What's good? Whiskey family. Tux, my boy. What's going on, Strat? Welcome back. Hope you had a good trip. Austin says, I live 3 hours west of you. Or Bonding says that to Austin. Tuxedo says, bro, Strat, where the hell have you been? I'm coming back as soon as motherfucking possible. That's funny. He's like, oh, he just said, I'm blind as fuck. He's like, yep. You don't have to call me sir though. I'll tell you the one time I went to Texas, this was like years ago. Maybe like 6, 7 years ago, maybe a little longer. I drove out there and I had a tour guide with us. Omar says English or Spanish? It's English. That's what I'm speaking. But I went to I had my brother tell me where to go. On the way out, I didn't have GPS to get out of Texas. So I had to stop at a gas station, have them print me off Google Maps so I can leave. Stress says, I told you I was going to Mass for a week or two. Had to see Grammy. She isn't doing too hot. Well, prayers for Grammy. Hopefully she gets better. Omar keeps saying English or Spanish. English. Bronning everybody says Omar, English. Yeah, no, I don't even know how to like why are we asking that? You just hear me. It's English. I don't know Spanish. Even though I can fuck up some tacos. He said whoever moves first is gay. It's fun. Meanwhile, he's jumping on a trampoline. Damn, boys, y'all gonna. Mr. Mom says I'm fluent in English and Spanish. Just saying. He just came in the chat just to flex. I never learned Spanish. Never even had the opportunity to learn Spanish. So, you think I would? You think I would know? It would help me out in the business a lot. I've done a wedding that was full Spanish one time. I wasn't told it was full Spanish. The only person that could speak English was basically the groom. That was the worst day. The cat says I can say no in Spanish, but that's it. Austin says, what do you truly think about Whataburger? Or if you've had it. No, I have it. It's right next to the house. Whataburger for me is like a last resort kind of place because it's a little pricey. It's not the greatest, but sometimes there's always that rare occasion that you go through and it slaps. It's just so good. The issue with the Whataburgers around me is I get into drive-thru and we wait an hour before we get our food in a drive-thru. And we always know going into that we're like, we shouldn't do this, but we pull in. Once you're in the drive-thru, you can't get out. You're locked in. So, Omar, I'm just English. I don't speak anything. English. He says, unfortunately, Grammy's in her final chapter, 92 years old, declining fast. Thanks for your thoughts and prayers, though. Just grateful for the memories she impacted on and she had on my life. Absolutely, bud. I mean, she's gonna outlive me. I mean, 92 years old. Jeez. I'll be lucky to make it to 50. Stress says, enough doom and gloom, though. I'm stoked to be back home and able to hop back in some live streams. Daniel says cheers. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to do some live streams. Kat, if you ask Tuxedo, he's going to tell you I don't live stream and that I'm a liar, but I try, do what I can for the people. I was cruising for a couple weeks, just damn near every day. I'm not gonna do that. But obviously we got our Friday one. That's what pissed me off so much about the Panthers losing, is now their game's on Friday at 8 o'clock, which means it's not going to start till 8:20, which means it's going to start as soon as I'm starting the stream. Mr. Mom's undercover. I would love. See, that's what the other part too. Like, I don't look like I could speak Spanish, and then they'll start speaking Spanish around me, and I'd know what they're saying. That'd be the best. Tuxedo says, I'm praying I make it out of my 30s. I feel that. I made it out, just barely. Yes, Austin, you're actually correct. The Whataburger does taste like a Whopper, but it's like a little bit better of a Whopper. But only when it's good. I've had some like garbage shit there, so. Strat says, make sure to tap and hold the screen, pull up the like button, consider subscribing to support the real one in the Whiskey Tube universe. Appreciate it, Strat. Welcome. Oh, I mean, appreciate it. Welcome. Yeah, welcome too. Like, then we can watch together. I feel like I'm missing comments here, but. Mr. Mom says, I'm a retired Texas cop, and it definitely came in handy. Yeah, I imagine being a cop in Texas, you'd have to. Bonnie says, worth the wait if the food is at least freshly cooked. Strat says, I'm 34 going on 65. I've never related to something so much in my life. Oh, watch the game. My bad, Mark. That's what I was thinking you were meaning that, but I knew Lightning fan. My bad. I don't have a TV in here, and I don't have the stuff set up to this thing. I'll have to figure it out. I'll figure it out. That's what we'll do. I'll just figure it out. I'll have it up for sure. Little Panthers watch party on a Friday. I'm here for it. Mark says 35 going on 103. I don't think I'm 35. I think I'm like 31 or 30, 31. I'm one of those. The beard look. I told the wife the other day, I was like, could you imagine what I'm going to look like if I shave this beard? Like, I'll look like a baby. This is a little long too. I gotta trim this next week. Bonnie says, get Paramount Plus on your laptop. I mean, we have everything. It's just about getting in here. Trash says, did you get some red breast yet? Call me old fashioned? No, but I picked up a bunch of stuff besides that. What did I pick up that you probably missed? You probably missed the Jim Beam 7-year. I really like this bottle. I clipped up the live stream and made its own separate video so like people can kind of see the review portion of it. I grabbed a early times bottled in bond. I cracked it, but I was a little buzzed, so I don't really remember it. What else I got? The Russell Store pick. The Bullet Rye. The Bullet Rye was buck nasty. I mean, it's gonna kill the light, but it's fine. Just take it. That's why you're here. Hold on, boys. I gotta take away my lighting. How'd your phone die? You got it? Oh. It's gonna click out. Don't worry about it. Just go. It's fine. Stress says I look 12 without a beard. I wouldn't look 12, but I would look younger. Mark says excuses, excuses. Kat says I've been to a place called Corpse Crispy once. Stress says Jim Beam. Yes, Jim Beam's this thing, bro. So I'm going to talk about it just because I really like this bottle. But you can obviously go watch the full actual review. This is $18.99 or $17.99, one of those two. It's only 90 proof, but it's a 7-year age, so it just has a lot of flavor to it. And for it being just such a cheap bottle, you don't expect it to be that much flavor in it. And for me, I would consider this like more of like an anytime daily kind of pour type of thing. Not more expensive enough for you to worry about not replacing it. You can go anytime you to the liquor store to grab another one. On top of that, I also think you can use it as a mixer. But that's enough for the review. Go watch the full thing if you want all the tasting notes. Mark says OGD bonded is amazing juice. It's good. The 114 apparently is like the bee's knees that everybody says. I haven't had that one actually. I just never picked it up. Mr. Mom says I picked up a Bullet single malt and Elijah Craig single barrel proof store pick private barrel yesterday at my local store. Haven't cracked either one. I don't know. I don't think I've had the Bullet single malt, but the Bullet 12-year rye, delicious. Alden says HM for Russells. HM. Am I tripping? The Russells I have is a single barrel and the Russells 10. The single barrel is delicious. It's 110 proof, so it just got all the flavors with all the same original Russell's profile. Stretch says I miss the days when Beam Black was $10, and I still had an 8-year age statement. Yeah, I know, right? When they changed it to just say it's an extra age, that's how they get you. Oh, Russell's. No, Alden. So this is like the 40 to 55 range-ish. The store pick was like 70 to 80-ish. The store pick is better though. I'm pretty sure I got mine for like 70. And if it was only $20 difference, you're basically paying $1 per proof point, and to me that was worth it. But not like as a daily thing. This is more of like you drink it when it's time to have a good pour, because it is really good. Strat says, yeah, not worth 80. Maybe not worth 80, but it's definitely worth 65, 70. Strat says, I got my bottles of Russell's 10 for 36 in Maine. I'm pretty sure I got mine for 35, 36-ish here back, a long while back. This one's good. It's just, I mean, this is not worth more than 40, 45 bucks at best. 50 bucks is kind of pushing it. Would I get it still? Probably, because I really liked Russell's, but I wouldn't keep it on the shelf as often. 80 might just be too much. Bonnie says, Strat, the only stuff I see that cheap is Canadian stuff. Sometimes it'd be like that. I don't know, but that's also why, I haven't found a budget bottle that I've, really, really liked in a long time for under 20 bucks easily. With the tax and stuff, under 20 bucks. So, when I could walk in and walk out with a $20 bill for this, I'm all about it. That and the bottle looks sexy. It's a sexy looking bottle. Here's, the regular Russell's 10? Oh, God, no. No, somebody's trying to charge you 10 or 80 for the 10-year, you beat them over the head with it. That's disgusting. Mr. Mom says, I think my Russell's 10 was like $41 in Tulsa. See, 41 is not too bad. Trey says, nothing wrong with Canadian whiskey. Unless it's Caribou, then everything's wrong with it. Pissed about that bottle still. They got me good. They got me good on that one. I still have it. The wife told me not to pour it out yet. I'm still planning a little something for that bottle, just to take a jab at it. Bonnie says Russell's on crack with the pricings. I think it's more of the secondary stuff is what's happening with that. If you can, find a JW bottled and bond. Daniel says Caribou's horrible. They got me with the packaging. They got me with the packaging. I still have the box. I saw it shimmer. Saw the shimmer and I said, ooh, what's that? Right? And I don't know what I thought. I thought it was 100 proof when I got it. And I was like, 100 proof? Bet. Then you take a look and it comes with a nice little bag. And I was like, okay, sick bag, sick bag. Then you get to the bottle, little Rock Hill Farms bottle, a little moose on top, little nice little cursive, a little moose etching. Yeah, I was like, I'm here for it. Open it up. Disappointed. I don't even know what JW Dant is. I'm trying to pull it up, but you guys hear the kid? He's losing it out there. Bonnie says, what's the difference between a moose and a caribou again? Isn't it just one's bigger? I don't know. I keep calling it a moose. And I corrected it before the review, and I was like, nope, sorry, it's a caribou. Now it's a moose. So I don't care. Fuck that bottle. Mr. Mom says, I think they're owned by Heaven Hill. No, they're owned by Sazerac and Buffalo Trace. So I came to the conclusion that the Canadian whiskey that's in here is also the Canadian whiskey that's probably in the blend for the Travelers. Because nobody likes Travelers either because of that Canadian whiskey note. I bet you it's the same thing. Except for the Travelers taste better than that Caribou. Moose is more like a dinosaur. Mark says a moose has knuckles, apparently. Bro. Oh, it took me a second. I think I've seen a few of those in my day. You know what else I found out I can do on the stream? This is now just like fucking around shit. Bro, I can make myself go smaller. Then you can see more of the background. Or I just make myself super small and then you can't see it at all. Crazy, right? Still trying to figure out all the fancy buttons they got on this thing. John Menendez says, hey, have you tried Four Roses single barrel? Just wondering. Yes, I have. I love Four Roses. I don't have the single barrel anymore. That's all gone. But I have the Four Roses. Well, I don't know where it is. There it is. I have the Four Roses, just like the basic bottle. I'm not drinking it from like every once in a blue moon, but I don't really touch it anymore. Stress says, call me old fashioned. If you see any at your local shops, there's a cigar brand called Chillin' Moose. That's affordable and pretty decent. Hmm. I will look at that. I did pick up a Buffalo Trace cigar. I haven't smoked it yet, but we're gonna get there. Bonnie says do it a bit smaller so we can see the whole wall. I thought about it. Thought about it. It's a little harder to see, and now I got this like little darkness right there. But I could probably like make a banner for it. Mark says, Four Roses single barrels, another good bottle. It is. Mm-mm. Oh, I can turn the brightness up on here too? Wow. I'm just now figuring all this stuff out live. That's kind of cool. Cool. What's gamma? Ooh, don't want to do that. Oh, and I could have selected a LUT. Oh, boys. Now we're cooking. Black and white. I'm just fucking around at this point. Sorry. Strat says all that Redwood Empire. Yeah, bro. I love Redwood Empire. Austin says, good afternoon, everyone. I have arrived. He says I'm here, but I changed it up. Mark says, tried that pipe dream the other day. Not a fan. Which one? The cast strength or just the regular white label? And then and why not? Like, what's the reasoning? Like, you just didn't like it in general, or is it just weird to you, or? Strat says, call me old fashioned learning shit on the spot. I'm here for it. I'm usually like, I set everything up beforehand. I don't really play with the buttons on this little system thing, but I'm here for it. John Menendez comes in with the sleeper barbecue rub here. He goes, Buffalo Trace dry rubs. Barbecue season is the greatest. I've never had it. I almost got their coffee the other day. Regular white label. Was it not enough proof for you? Is that why you didn't like it? Or too sweet? It's not your cup of tea. I love the Redwood Empires. The pipe dream, I mean, I like it. There's nothing wrong with it to me, but I can see where some people would say, "Hey, it needs more proof," and they'll be kind of upset with that. So I don't know. I like them all. I have the Pipe Dream, Lost Monarch, Emerald Giant, Grizzly Beast, Bottled and Bond, and then Pipe Dream Cast Strength. Well, my bad, Mark. I think I'm the one that recommended that to you, so I'm sorry. Bonnie Rossi says, John, have you tried the coffee? I want to try it, but if it try it, but if it isn't, bro, that was am I having a stroke? If it isn't a light breakfast roast, yeah, I want it to be like dark. Strat says, Mark, it's not tea, it's whiskey though. Call it tater season. Well, Mark, the cast strength is like fairly expensive comparably. So I would say if you don't like the pipe dream, maybe get a cast strength of one of the other ones first. Because the cast strength are like $75. Bonnie says, I feel like the Redwood Empire is going to be the new Tater brand. Hopefully not, because I like being able to buy it fairly cheap. I still need to get the Screaming Titan before it fucking disappears. Says you never know until you try it. All good. I mean, maybe your taste buds are broken. I don't know, because I think it's delicious. John Menendez says I'm having a stroke. I feel like it. I mean, I know this is for Strat. He says, "Do you like low proof or high proof?" I like all proof. You know, there's days that I like the lighter stuff, and there's days that I want like some higher shit. I don't really care to go above the 130 though. Anything above that, I'm just like, cool. It's high. Jared says, "White Label is one of my go-tos. I think I have about 4 on backup. I haven't tried the others yet." John Menendez just subscribed. Welcome to the family, bud. About time. You've been in here all night. Just kidding. Appreciate it. Yeah, I would love to keep like a bunch of those on backup because they're a little bit harder to find for the Pipe Dream. I can get Lost Monarch like if I even close my eyes around here, but the Pipe Dream is a little bit harder. But I buy all this other stuff, so I don't really buy a lot of backups. Mark says we got Screamin' Titan on the shelves here. Where? In North Carolina? I'll be up there like end of the month, next month, something like that. Hopefully it makes it. Bonnie says they are making 100% rye with the White Label that I want to try. I want to find. What is this? Is this not 100%? I mean, they have the Emerald Giant, and they have the Rocky Top for the Rise. Maybe there is another one that I don't know. Strat goes, "Where's my boy Tux?" He likes to like dip out and watch other people. Apparently, I don't know. He's driving. Joe, bro. Strat Santa. I usually try to stay around 100 proof or higher, but there's something about 90s I enjoy, like Woodford's. Yeah, that's why I say Woodford's Double Oak is like I'll pick that over almost everything. So there's some 90 proofers that they just have the flavor. Maybe it's age, maybe it's double oak, maybe whatever it is. For a lot of these bottles, it keeps it in the fight, you know. But my preferred, like just whatever proof, is usually around 105. Like if I can get 105 to 110, like that's that sweet spot for me. You get higher, then I'm gonna want to drink it at a certain time, or like if I gotta warm up first or whatever. Lower, it just got to be the right bottle. I don't remember the mash bills off the top of my head, but you're probably right. I don't know. High rye bourbons, not rye whiskeys. It says rye whiskey. Oh, I can look it up. Don't wait to. Whatevs. Strat says Woodford's Double Oak drinks way hotter than it is, and I love it so damn much. Woodford's Double Oak is like definitely one of the bourbons that kind of like got me into expanding to everything else. Because it's definitely one of my. It is still my favorite old fashioned to make is with Woodford Double Oak. Mark says over by me, there was some on the shelf today. Mark, is it like over by you on the shelf for like double MSRP and that's why it's there? Or is it just nobody's buying it? Tread says 116 is good for me. Rare breed, that's true. And 1920 are just spectacular for me, but my favorite bottle I ever had was 1792 full proof at 125 proof. Okay. So the 1920 is solid. The rare breed's excellent. I've never had the full proof of 1792. I don't really care for it, the small batch, so I don't know if I'm going to pick that up anytime soon. Maybe. I've been told to do it, so. Mr. Mom says, picked up first ever Old Forester a few weeks ago. I got Old Forester 1910. I'm enjoying it. 1910 is like a double oak, so good. That's one that I am looking for too. Is the 1910. Mark says North Carolina's price controlled, so about $100. I'm on my way, Mark. I'm on my way. When am I going to North Carolina again? I mean, I do really love the 1920. I have that up there, but the 1920 to me is definitely more like a fruitier type of whiskey. So I definitely want to branch into like an Old Forester that has a little bit more oak to it. I gotta check. When are we going? When are we going to North Carolina? Where is my calendar? On the 13th of July. So that's probably too far. It's not going to last that long. I'm trying to figure out where am I going in North Carolina. Oh, wait. What the fuck? I might be going to Ohio. Well, I'll figure that out later. I don't know. Can't do that on the fly. Jared says, I wish Kentucky was price controlled. I wish everywhere is kind of price controlled to an extent. I love 1792 small batch, but I will say Foolproof is a different profile for me. Sweeter, more sharp. So if you don't like the sweeter profiles, might not. I like sweeter, but it gave me a weird dry mouth feel on the small batch that was just, I couldn't look past it. Jared also says, it's bad here. 107 could be as high as 400 in the stores. That's crazy. That's a no. That's a hard pass. Mr. Mom says, go to Middle West Spirits if you're going to be near them while you're in Ohio. If I'm going to Ohio, I'm going to stop at the New Riff Distillery as well. It's right over the bridge from Kentucky. But Yeah, he said I was gonna say go to Ohio, land of the Weller. I mean, that's where the couple lives. They may be trying to meet me at like their wedding venue, which is in North Carolina, or I'm going to Ohio. One of the two. It's an engagement session, so it's one of those ones where I kind of drive up early, get to hang around all day, hotel it, drive back in the morning. Getting sleepy. Stress says I get liters of Weller Special Reserve here for $27 here in Kansas. We don't get Weller at all, and if we do, it's very far and in between. They shit just sits on shelves too. Damn. I'll fly over it. That's funny. Yeah, the Special Reserve, I imagine it probably is everywhere in other places. I don't even think I've seen Weller here. Besides like a one-time thing. Like when the allocated drop happened. But besides that. Yeah, Jared. Yeah, like the Wellers, like that's what's crazy is like where price control would help. Because you have some places that it's like just disgustingly overpriced and you go somewhere that it's dirt cheap. It's like proof hound. I mean, I'd pick up if I ran out. It's on this side. The wife took the plug for my other light, so now this side's dark. And then get a light like right here. I'm using my flashlight. Right, chill. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swap my drinks out now because this is good, but I'm ready to switch it up. Do you guys do that? Do you guys like just drink in one bottle? Or do you guys like to swap up your drinks? I like being able to just swap up and grab something else when I want it. You know. And since we're no, let's go Bullet Rye. Liz says, "Cheers, boys." Mark said I swap all night, whatever I'm feeling sometimes. It is the same bottle. I feel like most of the time for me, I like to swap it up. I don't really care to, like I like to have like maybe 2 to 3 pours of like one bottle. And then like my palate kind of gets used to it. So I like to swap to something different, right? Be able to interchange it, you know? Mr. Mom says, I like Bullet Rye in my old fashioned. So this is the Bullet Rye, the 12-year age, which is by far my favorite rye. I haven't had an old fashioned yet. Should I do that? Let's do that. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna grab ice. I'm grabbing ice. We gotta try it. I mean, you can go somewhere if you have to, but I'll be right back in 1 second. None of my mods are in the chat, so I'm gonna have to create a new mod when I come back. What's up, bud? What's up, bud? I got ice and a baby. That was on the grocery list, right? I got the ice in my pocket, kid. I gotta get it out. I know, dudes. 1 minute, please. I know. Oh, you don't like the light. You don't like the light, do you? So he's not a fan of the big light. The pressure's getting to him. You good? All right.
Bye, Daddy.
See ya. Have a good bath. It's in the blanket or it dropped. Okay. Cause he hot tooed that thing. Yeah. Jared says, I heard the McRib is back in town. No way. McRib only comes back in the fall. Mark Duffy says, first time I had OGD bonded, that was shit. That shit was gone in 2 days. I still have my first bottle. Stretch says, can I be a mod? Possibly. I may need to make bonding one first because he's always here, but. Jared says, since we on rye, anyone had Knob Creek 10-year rye yet? No. I'm not a big Knob Creek fan, though. Stretch says, the baby. Ice, ice, baby from Miss. Bonnie says, you beat me to it. That's funny. Eric says, sorry, peeps. Had to work late. Just got sit down to be able to watch. Cheers. Hey, welcome, Eric. Welcome back. Appreciate you being here. McRib and Nasty. I don't even get it. I can just add extras. I can make everybody mod it all at one time if I had to, but Tuxedo Cat left his post, you know? What am I supposed to do? Somebody could have came in, started spamming. You never know. Okay, so I'm going to try a completely different old fashioned than I've ever actually had. I'm going to use oh wait, what is this one? Elijah Craig's I'm dropping shit. Spiced old fashioned mix. Old fashioned like cocktail syrup. I have the black walnut one from them that's good for like bourbon, but this one's supposed to be meant for rye, so I'm going to use that. So I'm here for it. It smells delicious. Rich Mom says, make a freezer door old fashioned in a 5-liter Coke bottle. Makes about 6 drinks. Stays ready in the freezer. I do have a freezer door old fashioned, but I use that like off stream when I'm like just bored. Like I gotta really not be in the mood to make one. But most of the time I like making mine fresh. So where am I at? Syrup, don't need simple syrup. Got that. That has the bitters. Bonnie says, I'd love to be, but I don't make it to every stream. You do make it to almost every stream. I don't want to hear it. I'll just use all the ice again. I don't even know. Boris in the chat says, yo, what up, bud? Welcome. Glad you can make it. We're making a rye old fashioned. I don't think I've ever had a rye old fashioned. Right? I've been off the rye kick ever since I've really drank old fashioned. So if I have, it's been a while. A little dash of cherry syrup. It always goes a long way. Boris says, need to get that 12-year. Bro, it feels like every time you're in here, I'm talking about it. So I feel like you got to. From someone that doesn't like rye, I mean, I like rye, but that was not a fan of rye, to be just night and day with the Bullet Rye 12-year. You know what I mean? I just think, I feel like it's a must now, you know? Let me pull it back up. I always put this bottle back for some reason. Just good to that. Space it out or something. Ever since I changed the setup, I don't know exactly where all my bottles are all at the same time. So that's clean. So I'm still like trying to figure out where everything's at. Look at that. Look at that placement. You know what's funny? I just scrolled on my own thing and I saw a different whiskey YouTuber. Bro, my setup's clean. I'm just saying, not toot my own fucking horn. I got the setup. That looks like a fucking magazine right here. I should screenshot that and make it a thumbnail. Gotcha. Anyway, boys, that's delicious. Eric says, Bonnie Whiskey, you've been drinking a lot since you got your license? I bet he has. I will say, although it's good, it very much reminds me of Christmas, right? Like the spices in it. And again, it could be just the mix. Me and THC, afternoon, buddy. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream. Danielle says, it is nice. Call me old fashioned. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'll be here all week. Yeah, no, like, I don't know. I feel like it should be wintertime. I feel like it should be cold. A little Mariah Carey in the background. That's when you drink this. Huge. I love the beach to it, but I got my wife with it earlier. I was thinking of you. He said, Joe? Question mark. Joe who? I'll give it to you. Wait, what happened? Strat just came in like left field. I feel like I'm not getting all my comments for some reason. Bonagor says, nah, Eric, I'm looking to get a job close by. Plus, my hoopty has a radio problem. Radio problems are the worst. Strat says the perfect fast food would be BK burger, Wendy's nuggets, fresh KFC fries, and a McDonald's soda. I will say a McDonald's Coke is unbeatable. I don't know. If you're going to KFC or get mashed potatoes, like let's just get that over with. But Wendy's nuggets, little spicy nuggets from Wendy, that's clutch. Little BK burger, I'm not mad at that. A little Baconator. Mr. Mom says, do you ever use maple syrup in your old fashions? I have. The St. Augustine Distillery has like a bourbon aged maple syrup here. It's really good, but the only issue with it is this may have been me back then making like really big ass old fashions, but it took a lot of maple syrup for it to like really feel like I was tasting it in my old fashions. I was also using Woodford's Double Oak, so since then I haven't. But I will. I see it all the time, and I'm always like, I should get that. But I like the bourbon aged maple syrups better. I could go get maple syrup out of the fridge now, it just wouldn't do anything. Not out of the fridge. I'm not a psychopath. I put it in the fridge sometimes. But no, like it's like some bougie maple syrup. Huge says, no way you beat me to it. This morning, the wife said something, I can't remember what she said, but I was like, Joe Mama. Oh, she said, I wonder why coffee is called Joe. I said, cause Joe Mama. That's how the conversation went. Bro, I was dying. Bro, we are arguing about food in the chat for some reason. Eric says, disagree, Strat. Should be BK Double Whopper, McDonald's fries, chip filled, a sweet tea? I don't know what that means. Spicy nuggets from Wendy's slaps. Oh, Chick-fil-A. I mean, Chick-fil-A is good as like just a standalone, but not in that kind of competition. A little spicy chicken sandwich if you're swapping out a burger, though. Me and THC says, don't know if it's a cardinal sin to talk about beer here, but just picked up some Modelo's. Cheers, brother. Nothing wrong. You can talk about anything you want here. I don't care. We did a beer review once. A little weird. It was a barrel-aged stout from Bourbon County. Not a Modelo, but I used to get down on some Modelo's back in the day. Strat says Baconator is a clutch burger. It is a clutch burger. Bro, all us fat kids in here going, I like Baconators. Danielle's like, I'm hungry now. That's what I'm saying. It's the worst thing to be drinking talking about fast food. Huge says, oh snap, brother, that brings so much joy. You have no idea. Bro, I would cheese out in the kitchen for like a hot minute because of it. She didn't like the joke, but I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, Eric's spot on. Eric says, I'm gonna just pull it up. Fill this little gap in, you know? Now I got a spot for comments. That's what that spot's for. I need to re-up on my napkin game, bro. I got a little fucking stickiness on my table. Oh my God. The OCD in me's driving me nuts. Boris says, sometimes nothing hits the spot like a cold beer, brother. Cheers. It doesn't. Sometimes a cold, like me, if I'm drinking a beer, it's got to be like, the mountain's got to be damn near purple. You know what I mean? They gotta be screaming blue. But like a nice frosty beer, that's good. You know what's also good? If like back in the day, you used to have like these cups with water in the walls of the cup, basically, and you could freeze that. You pour a beer in there. Oh, delicious. Huge says, until next time, guys, I will return with the same joke. I'll be waiting. Try to think of a different one too. Throw me off, or bring me another joke. I got to get the wife again. So, Stress says, still wonder if we ever ran into each other when I was living in St. Augustine. I'm sure. It gotta be. I didn't have this beard, though, for sure. I don't know how to cover it up. I was also a lot skinnier back then. Like a little crackhead looking thing. Stress says, usually longboard down 312. So if you ever saw some crazy hippie bombing the bridge, I used to do the same thing, though. And it probably was around 09, 10. I remember I ate it because I didn't use a longboard. I used just a regular skateboard. Busted, bro. 10-4. I haven't heard 10-4 in a long time. Strat, did you ever used to go to the Ponce Mall over on US 1 where the old movie theater was? That's how we age ourselves super quick, though. As much as this is good, I probably wouldn't have another one until Christmas time. And my side note to that is I probably wouldn't use the 12-year rye in it. Like, it's good. I'd much rather have this straight up. He's like, yes, sir. Yeah, bro, the Ponce Mall used to be the spot. The Ponce Mall is dead now. It's basically gone. I was like, oh, I'll try the other rye. I also think this is what is this? This is like 90 proof, 93 proof, 94 proof, something like that. I think it's lacking a little proof on it. So I was looking, I was like, I don't really have any high proof rye. I got the Emerald Giant and I have Shady Mile. Shady Mile's not bad either, but it's definitely like more of a bourbon rye for sure. Yeah, I don't have, oh, the Bardstown rye. What's this? What is this, 90 proof? Yeah, oh, 96 proof on the Bardstown. That probably would have been a better one to make it with. Let me do one thing here. Let me test this. Let me check this right quick. Boris says, hey man, you ever drink gin? Boris, were you in the last stream? No, I'm not like oh, let me get a gin tonic. But I'm not gonna say I'm not. There is a barrel aged gin from New Rift I really want to get and try. I think that'd be really good. But other than that, no, I'm not, like, not anymore. I like dark liquor for sure. Daniel said, notice a shit ton of new travel to Florida ads here. That's because of the Panthers and all that stuff, probably. Coming in, helping, you know, doing their part. Stress says, one time I longboarded from Pope Road, where Stone Carve Apartments is, yep, where I lived, to the Matanzas Inlet. I got too tired to skate back. My buddy drove by, saw me, and offered a ride home. Strat, you know what's funny is I don't go into like St. Augustine anymore that often. And I used to live in the St. Augustine South, right? Across from like the Hess, Planet Fitness, kind of by Walmart-ish, like across the street. And I would go from there, I would go to like downtown to like out where Cornwell's is by the St. Augustine Airport, and then I go around, go all the way up 16, and then go back down like Holmes, and go all the way through Holmes and like King Street and all that, all the way back home. And I was like, I had to have been crazy to ride a skateboard or a bike or walk or run or do any of that stuff back then, because that's just, I look at it now and I'm like, I wouldn't even walk like 1/10 of what I used to do. Danielle said they're still listening, and you will get those ads. Anytime I'm looking for an ad that I can't find, I just start talking to my phone. Like if I go, allocated whiskey near me, I'm gonna get allocated whiskey leads. Or gin and Fresca is nice and on a hot day. Mr. Mom, you missed our vodka thing with the wife the other day. She came in and we used it was vodka, right? We used Tito's, and we used 1 part strawberry daiquiri mix, right? Just a strawberry juice, you know, 1 part vodka, 1/2 part lemon juice, right? And then pour that in and then top it with like a mango Fresca. She couldn't drink a lot, or we'd put more vodka, but. And then garnish with a little cherry, but whatevs. Boris says, Big Brother is always watching. Bro, Big Brother. What a show back in the day. Danielle, that's because you're thinking about the stream, that's all. You're now focused on it. I used to skate to Robert's Lair and Skate Park. Is that off Old Moultrie? I don't know the name of it. He's like, I used to love that little mini bowl. If it's a skate park on Old Moultrie, I mean, I used to go there all the time too. I don't know if there's another one. Unless you're talking about like the one on the island. Mr. Lopez says, damn, early live stream with this dumb type format. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad you made it. And you have a wrench. But okay, appreciate it. Appreciate it. I'll take my apology in a written statement, but whatever. It says, Amberana, yes or no? It depends on the type of day, which bottle. I'm not the biggest fan, but like I've also like, I really want to try the RD1 or whatever it's called. I know. Eric's like, Mr. Lopez, he had a late stream you didn't show up to. I had an entire late stream just for Mr. Lopez because I like hanging out with him, and then ditches me. I did so. Kat's not here. Kat wants the explanation. So yesterday, like, bro, the wife has been back to work, right? When she goes to work at like 8 in the morning now, like it's just me and the kid. I'm basically just watching him all day. And then when she gets off, she kind of takes back, and then I get to like do my work and live streams and whatever else, right? So I also have to go to bed a little bit earlier. So that's where like some of the live streams got a little tough. So I wanted to go early just so I made sure I did it, and then we can go as long as I want to. Because we're already here. Mark says, Mr. Lopez, what's up, dog? Woof, woof. Strat says, it was called something else when I was there. Off Wildwood, that's what it is. Yeah, no, same skate park I was talking about. They had like this little tiny skate park and then go up some stairs and they got like the big boy skate park. Strat, do you know who Mark Johnson is? Back then he probably had like longer hair, probably skated really well. I haven't said Mark Johnson in a long time. I haven't seen him in a long time either. Mr. Mom says, the RD1 is the only one I've had. Love it when I'm in that kind of a mood. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think any of the finished stuff, you got to be in the mood for it, right? You can't just walk in and be like, I'm only drinking RD1 maple. You know, like you got to be in the mood for that. So I think the Amburana stuff for them, I hear is really good. I don't hear it's really good for a lot of other people. I hear like Short Barrel has some really good finished stuff, but besides that, I don't know. Strat says, I'll take Mr. Lopez's pity wrench. What did he say to it? Oh, he says, I don't want this damn pity wrench. Damn, bro. Say less. Yeah, all right. Mr. Lopez has been here from the beginning too, so I'm just knocking out the OGs one by one, and apparently they don't want them. My bad. He's like, yeah, the name rings a bell. Yeah, All Concrete Park. Yeah. Yeah, I used to hang out with all the losers at the skate park. Mr. Lopez says, don't forget to smash that like button, folks. Bonnie Amber Whiskey. Do you remember Jersey John? No, I don't know who that is. Mr. Lopez says, I've had a few Amburanas and they're hit or miss for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, they can't all hit. So, like, it's kind of hard to, like, get past one, you know? Mr. Mama says, I want to try Penelope Rio. Can't find it locally. Don't want to pay $50 for shipping. How much is it in total, Mr. Mom, what you're looking at? He says, thank you, Ranch Brother Eric. One of us. One of us. Eric says, still haven't had Amburana yet. Is it worth it? Eric, I think the conclusion is if you can find it... if you can find it for the right price and one of the better bottles, then sure. But a lot of people, like, there's some bottles that are trash, some bottles are really great. I want to try RD1, and I'll do a full review on that one for sure. But I only find the maple when I go. Bonnie Wesley says, Jersey John was like a Florida West Coast hero. Wasn't my hero. Mr. Lopez says, if you like Cinnamon Toast Crunch or churros, Amburanas are good. Bro, no, don't say that. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch and churros. But I don't like all Amburanas. But I'll fuck up every French Toast Crunch. He's like, I do like Cinnamon Toast Crunch a lot. Hey, I just want to, I do want to point out real quick. This bottle doesn't go down. Look at the difference. Somebody tell me what's happening with this Bardstown Rye. No? Bueller? Nobody? Why doesn't the bottle go down? Miss Lopez says the RD1 was one of the better Amberonas that I've had. All right, I gotta get it. Bunny Roxy says he wore a funny outfit and spun a sign. I don't know. I'll look him up. Mr. Mom says about 180 to 190. So many places sold out too. I mean, you're definitely paying some high prices there. So it just depends on like how bad do you really want it, right? Do you want it because you want it, or do you want it because you like Penelope? Eric says, I like my wrench. I feel like I have the power. I think I'm part of it. Bonding over whiskey. Infinity Rye. I'm trying to fucking tell you. Ms. Lopez says, oh, question for the chat. This is good. It just, for some reason, every time I drink it, everybody goes, the bottle hasn't gone down. I go, you saw me take a pour. I've also drank this, but I just got this bottle like a week and a half ago. I got this like 6 months ago. Who wants to be timed out first? Ms. Lopez gets salty that everybody else shows up on time, so he puts them in a 24-hour band. Shows up tomorrow on time, like, I guess I'm the only one here. Oh, my camera died. 1 second. Let me swap batteries. Bro, this camera dies too fast. Pushing too much pee, you know? The other camera's battery hasn't even like budged. Mark Duffy says, ban me, I dare you. Mark over here got 4 accounts. He's ready. He's ready, apparently. Tress says, Mr. Lopez. Over here. Get the ban hammer. They're asking for it. Okay, I apparently gave... Miss Lopez did warn me. He's like, hey, the power may go to my head. I could see it in the chat as it grew through the past like 30, 20 minutes or so. It's just building him up. It's like I did promise to abuse my power. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Did want to point, by the way, if you start kicking random people out and I start losing watch hours because of you, I'm just going to say, not going to be too happy. Strat's comment says, face, orange, biting nails. I can't see emojis apparently like that. Eric says, I thought I was bad for banning a couple people the other night. Mr. Lopez straight balling out tonight with his wrench. Nobody's safe. I only gave him 10 seconds. Shall not go for full 24-hour band. Can you really do a 10-second band? Mr. Lopez is like a mom going, all right, you're in timeout, 10 seconds. You want to make it an hour? Following voice says I can't have a wrench. I would ban one person and only one. The Riff. He meant thief, but. So that's what I did the other night on a couple of peeps. Are you guys saying you're abusing your wrench? We going too far? He's like, yeah, 10 seconds up to 24 hours. I've only seen 24 hours. Mr. Mom says, I want it because I've heard a lot of positive feedback on the Rio. I've seen it for about 120, 130. I'll just wait for it to come back in stock and say 50 bucks. I've never seen it in stock, so that's why I'm like, something like that I would probably have to buy in secondary too, so. Strat says 10-second ban sounds hot, daddy. Tuxedo Cat's back. He says, who the hell gave Lopez a wrench? Now we just drop in stock value? Tuxedo Cat has like 17 to 20 accounts apparently. Tuxedo went and watched that other stream. He didn't think I saw him in it. I saw him. He went in there, he's like, this is my favorite stream. Thanks for having me, boys. Miss Lopez says, he's lucky they didn't give me full power. Miss Lopez, I wasn't that dumb. Oh, Lord. You try to give the OGs that's been here a little wrench, and they just start losing it. I should have known when he didn't show up on time, you know? Probably needed to put you in control of Mr. Lopez over here running wild. I wonder if it would give you a different wrench. Mr. Lopez says, can I buy the power to ban TC? Well, I'm not going to say yes, but I am going to say that YouTube slowed us down with the super chats and the memberships and all that stuff because they keep swapping out my watch time. Kat did point out, apparently it's not clickable. There's a link in the description if you guys want to donate to the channel. The highest bidder wins, I guess. Anybody else feeling froggy?
Good night, Daddy.
Good night, son.
Were you on?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing it now.
Good night, Daddy.
Kids going to bed, people. Change the mood with the music, you know? Stop. It's fine. Stress it. As soon as Tux is back, I'm making food. Perfect timing. It's everybody talking about all that fast food. They probably all are Tuxedo Cat. The only difference is Strat knows too much about St. Augustine for me to believe that that would be Tuxedo Cat. Mr. Mom says those are the best of times. I'm glad he's sleeping. Earlier today, like he would take naps, but it would only be like 25 to like 40 minutes. And I was like, you need to sleep. But he was good today. He was good. Tuxedo says, Eric, me and my split personalities. Ms. Lopez says, you might need to take my wrench. Not sure I can be trusted. My bad, boys. I was doing some. Strat says, hitting the pier, pay 50 cents to get on that bitch and chilling with dudes fishing for sharks. They don't charge anymore. Eric says, good night, baby, call me old fashioned. My wife said he just shit, so he's apparently not going to sleep. Mark Duffy said, well, just finished getting the pool ready. Time to head to bed. Got to be out the door at 6. Have a great night. Have a great night all. Mark, appreciate it, bud. Thanks for popping in. I'll see you on Friday, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Tuxedo says, time to strip Mr. Lopez of his wrench. We'll see. We'll see. Mr. Mom says, I have 2. 1 female, 1 male. My daughter is making me a first-time grandfather in the next week or so. Ooh. I don't want to think about that yet. Strat says, stream is wild tonight. Laughed my ass off. Great first stream back since my trip. Yeah, it was a pretty good one, to be honest. Had some people in here. Hanging out. Liz says, hope you boys are having fun tonight. We're all right. We're having okay. We're having an okay night, apparently. Mr. Lopez may kick you out here in a minute, but I mean... Strat says they used to charge? Yeah, they definitely used to charge. But like that whole little shack before you got on, they kind of closed down. Yeah, Strat, you missed all the call-in shows. Tuxedo Cat made me take him down. That's how wild it got. Everybody was on. I had Eric on, Tuxedo Cat, Danielle that's in the chat was in there. I don't remember the other person's name that was in there. Somebody. Some chick. Mitch Lopez did not call in, so. I'm feeling ready. Ready? Who's JR's stream? Who is this other streamer you're talking about? Excuse me. Strat, you just let me know when. We'll figure it out. Mr. Lopez says, Bonnie Worsey, don't know. Some sort of sample pack. LOL. JR never disappoints. Wow, okay, cool. Oh, JR the Fed, he's a Texas whiskey tuber. I don't know who that is. I think you told me about him, though, before. Those are the channels you're going to when you're late to mine. I get it. Bonnie Rosie says, call me out fast. JR is another bourbon tuber that lives about 2 hours from me. Lopez says I was supposed to say hola or holla, senorita, not how. Smooth, bro, smooth. Tuxedo says, I'll be back in a few minutes, fellers. Tuxedo Cat switching to his other account. Mr. Lopez says, yeah, he appreciates me. Unlike other channels, cough, cough, you, cough, cough. I gave you a wrench. What more can you ask for, you know? Did he give you a wrench? Did he appreciate your power? Whatever. You're welcome. I can get me a little cowboy hat too. Said, hurry back. Gotta kick you out soon. Well, Bullet Rye, solid. Gonna go ahead and put this one back. Let's do one more. Bonnie, you never got your shirt? That's not. I don't think yours was delayed with Eric's. Eric's definitely got delayed. Eric's fucking order gave me a hard ass time. had to fucking call into them. They're like, is this actually you? I'm like, yes, it's me. Miss Lopez says I'm a super wrench on his channel. That cowboy hat must be getting to his head then. You had a wrench on mine for 30 minutes-ish, and you're already kicking people out for 10 seconds? Strat says, all this talk of food made me hungry, so I'm doing my DiGiorno, double pepperoni, double stuffed crust, cheese in the crust, and under the whole pie. Fat kid in me is like heavy breathing right now. He told you already got it? I didn't check if it's like been delivered or stuff like that. I don't even know how to do that, to be honest. I can figure it out, but he's like, can I ban him? No. He's like, I plan to do another call-in when it shows up. Show my appreciation. I don't know. You should have got yours. I'll check on it, though. Bonding over whiskey. I got orders. Don't remember ordering. Oh, fuck. Well, Eric, that might be a whiskey thing, not a me thing. I'm doing it. This bottle, I'm gonna have to buy another one by the weekend. Gib, 10-second ban, Daddy. Who's Gib? Oh, Give? It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno's. Honestly, like this is not like a whiskey talk, but like for the pizzas, DiGiorno's not bad, but I go Tombstone. I like the crispiness. Mr. Mom says, gotta go. Thanks for making the night brighter. Appreciate it. Appreciate you popping in. Make sure you tune in Friday, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll go live. And hopefully we'll be watching the Panthers game at the same time. But stay tuned. Check. Still no band. If I gave Miss Lopez the power, he'd ban me. Where's my other Glenn? Oh, I got one right there. He's like, I like Tony's. Tony's. What's Tony's? Totino's? Miss Lopez, I keep seeing you sending blank text. Is it like not letting you type whatever this is? Like, look at this. You can see it. It's just you. Are you just reminding people you're here, or is it not letting us see your text? Oops. Bonding Wish says, going to the store, be back in 20. I don't know if we'll still be here in 20. We never know, but we might. I'm only probably doing this one last pour and then probably going to bed. Well, maybe not bed, but I'm going somewhere. Sleep, the couch, whatever. Freshetta is the goat of frozen pies. Freshetta is better. Lopez says, really? Can you see this? I can see those. But I've seen like 2 or 3 of your like messages in a sense come through and it just be blank, so. Liz says I can see them all. They go, no, did I get banned? No, if you're banned, you wouldn't be able to comment. Pretty sure if you're banned, you just can't comment, but you can still watch. Okay, I'm not banned then. He's like, Tux ban Lopez. He's like, I gotta go. I'll be back in a few. Just straight banning people. See, this is that juice. I need some more water. How about the one after this? No. You said, how about the one after this? And then you sent a blank one. So whatever you did. Close up. Is there anything before this? No. Just the one that says, how about the one after this? So the one in between, I can't see. What? Oh, so like those are when you're banning people? Damn, bro, you've been banning people left and right. He's like, I love the abuse of power. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go grab some more water real quick. BRB. I always imagine what would happen like if a new person was scrolling by. Like, they think it's just like a fancy music and a bar setup, or Eric says Strat and Lopez is and I like to watch. Okay. Next time, or it doesn't count. Okay. Must be one of Tuxedo's alternate accounts. I gotta pull that one up. It says when I first found this channel, I was told Tux is weird, so I said I'll match his weird and amplify it 10x. I'm here to deliver. I think he's delivered. He's like, well, clearly you're a man of your word. I'm about to drop a call-in link so Strat can call in. He's like, I believe it, Strat. It's like, I believe it. Well, boys, hell of a stream so far. We are coming to the end. I didn't drop the link yet, but honestly, I'm kind of scared what he would do if he got the link, you know? Boom, boom, in your face. He's like, we get bored. We get weird as fuck. I feel that. Jay North says, still sipping on that Jack, huh? You see what happened was, this is like the one I like to kind of end on. It's nice and easy to drink towards the end. I don't have to worry about notes. But we did pull out the Russell's Reserve Private Barrel, single barrel, whatever you want to call it. Solid. Compared that with the Russell's 10, store pick 1. Oh, Jack, yeah. I called it Jack too. It's Jim. I called the Jim the Jack. It's solid though. And then we had some rye. We made a rye old fashioned. Now we're kind of ending on the little Jim Beam. They're talking about guitars. I don't know anything about guitars. Jay North, I will say, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up. But it's also like super cheap. So like, if I just want to slam pours of these, I can do it with like not even thinking. You break out some of the allocated stuff. You start being like, should we? Maybe we just do half a pour. You know what I mean? Guitar Hero? I can play Guitar Hero. Ms. Lopez says, so what's the Beam compared to? I don't know. I've never had a cheap bottle like this that was this good. It just has so much flavor in it that it's kind of... I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just what could I reference it to? Like if this bottle in particular just had an extra 20 proof, it probably might be my favorite bottle, right behind Woodford's Double Oak. He's like, yeah, my username is delivered of guitar names. Call me old fashioned. I mean, I figure, but I don't know enough about guitars to talk about it. J North says, I gotta say, do like your setup. Hey, we're here for it. That's what we're here for. Setup's the only thing I have going for me, you know? I'll go wide. I'll go wide for you. Now you can see the whole setup. Some people only watch the real live, so they never get to see the whole setup, you know? Eric says, being bored and weird is why I love this channel. We get some weird shit going on here. You pop in on a Friday night, like super late, it gets real weird. But I appreciate it. Try says, all that Redwood Empire. I should have had a pour of that. But the issue is like I'm running low on like all the bottles but the rye. Maybe the cask strength still has some juice in it. I mean, they all have some in there, but it's dwindling down, you know? I mean, I don't know how well you can see it. We got the 1792 Jack Triple Mash, Wild Turkey, Kentucky Spirit, Rare Breed, Bullet Ride 12, Russell Store Pick, Russell's 10, Habiki, Still Austin, Redwood Empire, Penelope. You can't see past that. We have this shelf up here with a bunch of fucking stupid shit. Bardstown, Heaven Hill, Early Times. Stress says, never too late for Redwood Empire pour. I don't know. I'm kind of running. I'm getting a little tired. Blanton's, EH, Eagle Rare, Travelers, Weller, Benchmark. You can't see the rest. Old Fashioned Premix in 1792. I just wish those top shelves were a little lower. Then you could see them. But I do like the second shelf being down here where everybody can actually see them. Makes it a lot easier for me, you know? Eric says, call me old fashioned. How far is where you're at from Pensacola? I'm on vacation in a couple weeks, and if not too far, would like to grab a pour. I don't know, to be honest. Pensacola? Jay North, did you just subscribe and it just not pop up on screen? Where's my little button thing? Oh no, I deleted it on accident. Oh, let me delete that out. Oh, isn't that a fudge? There we go. Now we're cooking. My bad, Jay North. It should have popped up on screen all fancy like. I'll look it up here in a second, Eric. Ms. Lopez says, "Okay, guys, I got some samples. Threw in some extra samples of GTS, Russell's 13, Weller, CYPB. I don't even want to open them. LOL. Well, you can just send them to me if you don't want to open them. They threw in. They corrected it. Never had EH. Is it worth the hunt? EH is one of my favorites, but you can hunt it for the right price. That's the big thing. If you can't get it for the right price, then no, it's not worth it. Yeah, I agree with Lopez. I wouldn't pay more than 65 for it. Eric, it's about wait, what does this say? It is about a 5-hour drive. That's a long drive. Yeah, because you're basically dropping in like over there on the Panhandle part, and I'm like way on the East Coast. Same with Stag. I don't know. I'd probably pay a little bit more for Stag. For show, yeah, if I find it here in Kansas, I imagine it'd be 60, 70. And at that price, I'd probably buy it. Yeah, for sure. Lopez says Stag is pretty good, can't lie. Mr. Lopez, ban him. Let me check one more thing. Let me check this. Mr. Lopez says, gamble all. Mr. Lopez says you should set up Streamlabs so we can gamble. I can gamble now, and I use Streamlabs for my my like subscriber notification, the donation notification. But like I can easily swap over to share my screen and I can gamble. But Strat says Lopez out here trying to ruin lives, but I only got like $10 in my account and I'm not loading up anymore for now. I can load it. I can load it up and we can play pick a number or something like that. How about this? We'll play roulette. We'll do one number per ball. Everybody drop a what number you want me to play roulette with. How about that? Lopez says 24. We'll just slow bet it, you know? If it just hit 24, I was gonna be pissed. Strat says 33 black, 36. Says 624, you get timed out. Oh my God, who said 26? Oh, I thought it's Daniel said 36. Aha, it wasn't. It wasn't 24. All right, let's do 33 black. Lopez says I meant 26. I gotta bet it now at the same time. Oh wait, he just did hit. I'm not doing that. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. $32 red. Brutal. Danielle said 36 red. Eric saying 20. A little sketchy. She does, doesn't she? Can you hear her? She sounds annoying. Bonnie Wishy says, I'm back. We playing roulette. We're playing like penny slots, basically. I'm betting 50 cents a roll. We ain't got much in there. So far, the chat has not been helpful. All right, we got one on 36 because Danielle said 36. When does it ever hit 36? It hit 16. She was about 20 off. Eric says 20. So this is what we'll do. I like 22. 23 is Jordan. Eric says 20. We got 19 also in there. We'll slide a little four corners. That's like 15 cents each, right? We're bound to hit like a $5-bucker, you know? We're betting big money here. She looks like she drained her bank account. I think you mean he would drain our bank account. I only had like 10 bucks. We're already down 2. We need 20, 23, 19, or 22. I'm just saying. You can't even see it with the chat, can you? Oh, I hit 10. We're all fucking wrong. Let me do this real quick. Let me do this. That's not working. I didn't bet anything. Shit. All right. Everybody, black or red? Oh, fuck. It hit 20. Eric, we were one spin off, bud. That's brutal. That's hard to watch, you know? Stress, this is how I turned $5 into 100. When I went to Vegas or the Hard Rock in Tampa, I did a martingale system. And martingale system kind of, oh, the minimum's 250. We can't do that. Let's do 22 again. We'll do 33. Oh, no, 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 no. Eric says, got to get some sleep, fellas and ladies. Peace and love to all. Keep pouring. Appreciate it. See you on the other side, bud. $10 again? Bro. Shit's rigged. Shit's rigged. Shit's rigged. If I'm gonna waste my last $8, you know, we're gonna put it on blackjack. Oh my god, and a new deck. We're drowning here, boys. I'm drowning. Can't catch a win. All right, what seat? Left, right, or center? Everybody left whenever we started playing gambling, so I'm just saying, not everybody likes it apparently. Bro, how long does it take to put cards in? Lopez says, good night, sir, to Eric. Strat says, I'm still here. It's all that matters, you know? A little gambling for the boys. It's always the same dealer. They change out like fairly quick, though. Strat goes, what goes better than I can't read it. What goes better with whiskey than gambling? Nothing. What seat, boys? All right, we're picking third. Just felt it, you know? Just felt it. It's coming good, right? 7. Not good. We fucked up, boys. We fucked up. She got a 5? Give me a 10. Okay. I got a double. We're gonna blow our load in one fit. She is. You see the sleeves. It may make me stay. No, it's gonna let me double. Double. We got 20. Strat says house always wins. Stop. Stop. Not this time. It's my time to shine right here. We're getting it all back, boys. 13. Give her a 10. Give her a fucking 10. You should give her a fucking 7. You give her a 10. 4 ace. Okay, give her 10. Okay, we won. I don't give a fuck how it happened. We won. Making breakfast over here, boys. We're up. We're up $3, you know? Oh, shit. I fucking missed the hand. Oh. Oh. Oh, and a pair. 18? Probably just going to lose anyway. Bonding over Whiskey says, not a gambling man, but hey, everyone has at least one poison. I got multiple, but I mean, I'm here for it. Oh, I fucking exit out my own stream. There we go. Bro, they split 9s on a 2. They just threw out a bunch of big cards though. Oh, 11. See? She's gonna pull 10. 19. I would have just lost. I'm glad I set out. That's my cue, boys. I can't stay in that no more. Can't stay in that one. I got my win. So I says, if you have like 5 to 8,000 to get the gear you need plus the space to set up, it's not hard. Oh, about glass blowing. It's true. Well, boys, I think that's where I end it here. Obviously, appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. I'm going to go get me a little bit of food that everybody was talking about here. And then, who knows, maybe I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, maybe. Definitely be back Friday. Hopefully we have everything set up to be able to watch the Panther game in here. Be able to get buck wild with y'all boys. So, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't already, obviously, like, subscribe, do all that jazz. Check out the links in the description if you want. And then, of course, I'll see you boys on the other side. Peace. Brown Mid says, have a good night, dog. Or Brown Mild. My bad. That's my bad. I'll pull you on screen. There you go. My bad. So, yeah, pizza is almost done. Yeah, I'm trying to go cook one. That's what y'all were talking about pizza. Y'all talking about Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, KFC. I just figure it's only fitting that I go get me a little snack, you know? So, appreciate y'all hanging out. If you haven't already, do all that stuff, and I will see you boys on the other side.